Our Earth might sound familiar. Yes, it is filled with mysteries as beautiful as they are, intriguing, from peculiar caves to the depths of the vast ocean, from expansive plains to lush forests, from unique waterfalls to pristine icebergs, from giant creatures to the tiniest of beings, from the vast beauty of nature to the strange allure of humanity. Greenland, the world's largest island, located between the Arctic and Atlantic Oceans. East of the Canadian Arctic archipelago is a majestic realm of extremes and subtle beauty. There's a forgotten paradise where even the sky comes alive. When night falls, the heavens explode with the northern lights, ribbons of colour dancing in silence, as if time itself pauses to watch. Have you ever dreamed of seeing a glowing sky? Far from the poles lies Madagascar, a world of its own, where giant baobab trees grow upside down, defying gravity. Their trunks hold up the sky, and their branches stretch like prayers, waiting 1,000 years for an answer. And then there's Galápagos, a living chapter of Earth's story, where Darwin first heard nature's quiet whisper, and everything changed. If you could choose, where would you go first? To witness the sky light up, or to walk where evolution began? Life, evolution. It's more than theory. It's a silent symphony between nature and time. In the Galápagos Islands, where crystal-clear waters cradle sea turtles, rays, and vibrant schools of fish, this underwater wonderland became the birthplace of a world-changing idea: evolution by natural selection. But beauty doesn't end there. Follow the flow eastward, and you'll meet the Amazon, a living, breathing giant. Some call it the lungs of the earth, but maybe it's also the heart. Spanning 5.5 million square kilometers across 9 countries, the Amazon shelters nearly 10% of all life on Earth. It doesn't just house biodiversity, it protects the climate itself, absorbing billions of tons of carbon dioxide every year. So tell me, would you dive into the electric blue of Galápagos, or walk into the silent heartbeat of the planet? Tucked away in the serene Dakin-Zal cargo region, Hallstatt feels like a village lifted from the pages of a fairy tale. Set beside the glassy Hallstatt Lake, surrounded by towering alpine peaks, it's a place where even time seems to hold its breath. The colourful houses mirror perfectly on the still water, and when winter comes, snow gently settles like powdered sugar on rooftops, wrapping the village in a silence so pure it speaks in whispers beneath your feet. Across the border in Germany rises Neuschwanstein Castle, nestled in the lush Bavarian Alps, a royal dream cast in stone. Neuschwanstein, meaning new swan stone, reflects the king's obsession with purity and grace. Each season paints the landscape anew. From emerald summers to snowy winters, it's a fairy tale postcard brought to life. Neuschwanstein Castle wasn't just built, it was dreamed into stone by King Ludwig, a tribute to the romantic soul of the Middle Ages. If you could step into a living fairy tale, would you choose the quiet lakeside village or the majestic castle in the clouds? Far across the seas lies Puerto Princesa, the capital of Palawan, Philippines, a living testament to harmony with nature. More than a city, it's a breathing forest where lush trees kiss the emerald waters of the Sulu Sea. Its underground river winds through a majestic limestone cave, where stalactites and stalagmites glisten under torchlight like sculptures carved by the earth itself. Have you ever ventured beneath the surface and felt like you entered another realm? If you also feel your heart moved by the magical beauty of this earth, drop a heart, leave a comment sharing your feelings, and don't forget to share this video to spread that miracle to more people. Click subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next part in the journey to discover lands that awaken the soul. Then there's Seychelles, an archipelago of 115 islands cradled in the Indian Ocean. With powder-white sands, turquoise waters, and giant granite boulders framing beaches so perfect they feel unreal. If you had to choose between a hidden world below the earth or paradise shimmering on the surface, where would your soul go first? Hidden within Vietnam's Phong Nha Bang National Park, Doong Cave stands as the largest cave on Earth, a world within a world. Its colossal chambers, hidden jungles and skyscraping stalagmites create an alien landscape that feels like stepping onto another planet. When warm light pours through the massive dough line, it breathes life into the jungle below, casting soft shadows across the cave's cathedral-like interior. From deep beneath the surface, crystal clear water emerges, carving paths through stone and root, a flowing masterpiece of nature's design. And beyond the caves, the Great Barrier Reef stretches more than 2,300 kilometres along Australia's coast, a glowing galaxy beneath the sea. It's not just the largest coral ecosystem on the planet, it's the beating, living heart of our oceans. Beneath sapphire waters, the Great Barrier Reef pulses with life, a marine universe alive with over 1,500 species of fish and more than 400 species of coral. From vibrant parrotfish to majestic humpback whales, this reef isn't just a wonder, it's the heartbeat of the ocean, sheltering creatures found nowhere else on Earth. If you could choose, would you venture into Earth's hidden cathedral, or drift through the kaleidoscope of life beneath the waves? But the journey doesn't end in the deep. High above, in the mystical mountains of Tibet, lies Jiuzhaigou, a land whispered through legends. Its lakes shimmer in shades of turquoise and emerald. Ancient forests cradle cascading waterfalls, and every view feels like a sacred tale written in water and wind. Legends speak of a crystal-clear lake, a bathing site of goddesses, appearing only under the full moon, hidden away by nature itself. For the patient and the brave, Jiuzhaigou is not just a place, it's a living experience. Set high in the mountains, its unique climate brings all 4 seasons in a single day. Mornings feel like spring, noon warms like summer, evenings are soft like autumn, and nights bite like winter. This ever-changing rhythm creates a tapestry of ecosystems, from ancient forests to open grasslands, from mystical lakes to cascading waterfalls. Have you ever felt 4 seasons touch your skin in just one day? And then we journey to Africa, to the beating heart of the wild, the Masai Mara in Kenya, a vast sanctuary where nature paints boldly and the spirit of the wild still roams free. Every year, over 2 million wildebeest, zebras and gazelles cross the Golden Plains in the Great Migration, a timeless race for survival. In the Great Migration of Masai Mara, millions of wild animals brave the crocodile-infested Mara River, where life and death are only a heartbeat apart. So, if you could choose, would you walk through a day of shifting seasons, or witness a million hearts running for life? Then, we arrive at another force of nature, Niagara Falls, a roaring cascade that feels like the earth itself is exhaling its power. Straddling the border between the US and Canada, Niagara is more than scenery, it's raw beauty, untamed and unforgettable. On the American side, visitors can ride the legendary Maid of the Mist, drifting into the heart of Horseshoe Falls, where the mist swallows you, and awe becomes the only word left. By night, the falls are illuminated with vibrant hues, turning crashing torrents into glowing rivers of light, a surreal, almost spiritual moment. If you also feel your heart moved by the magical beauty of this earth, drop a heart, leave a comment sharing your feelings, and don't forget to share this video to spread that miracle to more people. Click subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next part in the journey to discover lands that awaken the soul. And when your spirit seeks more, Arizona calls. With the Grand Canyon, a timeless wound carved deep into Earth's crust, a monument not just of stone, but of silence, scale, and eternity. Arizona, often imagined as a land of desert and dust, holds unexpected secrets. Lush forests, glittering lakes, and rushing rivers reveal a different face, one that surprises even the locals. Have we truly understood what this land has to offer? Then comes Cappadocia, a fairy tale stitched into the heart of Turkey. Its towering fairy chimneys, carved by wind and water from soft volcanic ash, rise like ancient stone mushrooms from the earth. At sunrise, dozens of hot air balloons ascend together, lifting you into a sky where time seems to pause and magic feels real. From the skies of Turkey to the heights of the Canadian Rockies, Banff National Park unfolds with breathtaking beauty. Lake Louise mirrors snow-capped peaks like a gem set in stone, while Moraine Lake glows turquoise, its waters coloured by glacial flour from ancient ice. In Banff National Park, the glaciers are just the beginning. This sanctuary also hosts a wild array of life, from rabbits and deer to the elusive grizzly bear that roams in silent majesty. Far from the snowy peaks of Canada lies a gentle valley in Nagano, Japan. Jigokudani Monkey Park, translated as Hell Valley, is anything but hellish in winter. Here, Japanese snow monkeys soak in natural hot springs, their expressions calm, meditative, almost human. Have you ever seen a wild animal seek warmth the way we do? And if you think you've seen the limits of nature, look deeper still. In the heart of Turkmenistan's Karakum Desert lies the Darvaza gas crater, the infamous door to hell, an inferno that has burned for decades, a hole in the earth where flame and darkness meet. In the barren heart of Turkmenistan, a flame has burned non-stop since 1971. The Darvaza gas crater, dubbed the door to hell, was born when Soviet geologists accidentally pierced a massive underground gas pocket. They set it ablaze to prevent methane spread, expecting it to die down in weeks. But the fire never stopped. That blaze has become a symbol of nature's untamed fury and haunting beauty. Then, We shift from fire to ice to the Swiss Alps. The Bogdanovich Glacier stretches like a frozen tapestry across the mountains. As light filters through its crystalline surface, hues of blue and white dance across the landscape. Tranquil, yet commanding. Far to the south, in the remote Afar region of Ethiopia, Erta Ale rises, a restless volcano known as the Smoking Mountain. Some call it the second gate to hell. At the summit of Erta Ale, visitors encounter a surreal spectacle. A bubbling lava lake glows with fiery orange light, casting its heat and colour into the night sky like a living lantern in the desert. If you also feel your heart moved by the magical beauty of this earth, drop a heart, leave a comment sharing your feelings, and don't forget to share this video to spread that miracle to more people. Click subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next part in the journey to discover lands that awaken the soul. From molten earth to a masterpiece of modern design, we arrive at Singapore's Changi Airport. More than a transit hub, it's a marvel in its own right. Inside the Jewel complex, a giant indoor waterfall cascades through a lush forest, all enclosed beneath a glass dome. The Shiseido Forest Valley surrounds this waterfall with 5 levels of serene greenery, offering travellers a peaceful retreat from the chaos of motion. And then, in central Greece, Meteora rises. Towering pillars of rock shoot skyward, with ancient monasteries clinging to their peaks, built by hands of faith centuries ago. So tell me, would you stand before a lake of lava, wander through a floating forest, or climb toward the heavens on pillars of stone? Tucked away in the azure waters of the Arabian Sea lies Socotra, a land whispered about in tales. Part of a remote archipelago off Yemen's coast, the island is a surreal mosaic. Towering mountains, hidden caves, misty highlands, and serene, dreamlike beaches. Often called the Galápagos of the Indian Ocean, Socotra is where evolution wrote a story of splendid isolation. Have you ever stepped into a place where everything feels like it belongs to another world? Far to the north, in Iceland, Godafoss, the waterfall of the gods, crashes down in a divine display of nature's force. Spanning over 30 meters wide and dropping more than 12 meters, the water forms a sweeping horseshoe, mist rising into rainbows under the sunlight, a silent miracle in a frozen land. Oh Lord, the ethereal beauty of Godafoss is elevated beyond belief. When the northern lights dance across the Icelandic skies, their shimmering hues wrap the waterfall in mystical glow. It becomes a moment suspended between earth and heavens, a sight so surreal it feels like a dream dreamt by the gods. It's not just a landscape, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And then we arrive in southwestern Turkey, where Pamukkale cascades down like crystal stairways built for angels. Formed over millennia by calcium-rich spring water, these white terraces are more than visual wonders. They've been centres of healing since ancient times. The warm, mineral-rich waters are believed to soothe both body and soul, drawing pilgrims of wellness for centuries. So tell me, would you stand beneath a waterfall kissed by the aurora, or walk barefoot upon a staircase of stone that heals? The warm waters of Pamukkale flow gently through travertine terraces, inviting bathers to soak in their soothing embrace. Here, you don't just rest your body, you surrender your soul to the healing hands of the earth. But the journey doesn't end in peace. In eastern Java, Indonesia, Mount Kawah Ijen rises with a surreal beauty that borders on otherworldly. By day, its crater holds a turquoise acid lake, serene yet alien. But by night, something magical happens. Blue fire, a rare phenomenon where sulfuric gas ignites into electric blue flames, dances from the cracks of the earth. It glows in silence, like ghostly light weaving through the mountain air. Have you ever seen a flame? Not red or orange, but glowing blue like moonlight set ablaze. Would you choose to float in warmth that heals, or stand before fire that defies reason? The rugged, verdant slopes of Kawah Ijen whisper of volcanic soil rich with life. The hike to the crater's rim rewards you with sweeping views of East Java's highlands, serene, vast, humbling. And as you stand between a smoking volcano and the sky, you feel nature's fury and its grace. If you also feel your heart moved by the magical beauty of this earth, drop a heart, leave a comment sharing your feelings, and don't forget to share this video to spread that miracle to more people. Click subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next part in the journey to discover lands that awaken the soul. Far to the north, in the heart of frozen Siberia, lies Lake Baikal, the pearl of Russia, the world's deepest and oldest freshwater lake, a body of water so pure and still it reflects the soul of the earth. On a calm day, you can see up to 40 meters deep, into a blue so clear it feels like staring into time itself. So tell me, would you scale a breathing volcano, or gaze into the ancient crystal soul of the planet? We've stood at the edge of eternal fire, floated over fairy tale lands, watched northern lights dance upon waterfalls, and gazed into the ancient soul of the deepest lake on Earth. But this was only the beginning, because our planet still holds untold secrets, mountains that never sleep, forests that whisper in forgotten tongues, islands suspended outside of time. Are you ready for what comes next? A journey not just to see the world, but to feel it. If you want to continue discovering untold mysteries, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell, because the next video might change the way you see the universe.